This is the girl that's staying over starting today. Her name is, what was it again?
Emilia Schottelhagen. You can call me Emmy. Nice to meet you all.
A very beautiful foreign girl showed up at my house one day. My name is Yoichi Kujo.
All right. Let's begin our morning practice.
I'm a junior and live with my grandpa in his training dojo. And starting today, this girl, Emmy, is going to live with us. She apparently grew up in some kind of fancy, rich family overseas. And her grandpa and my grandpa apparently know each other. So they chose his house as her homestay location. Why would you want her to come to some kind of dojo? But I guess there was actually a good reason for that.
I want to train my mind and mental fortitude.
Yeah, I guess that's the reason. I didn't really understand why she wanted to train her mental fortitude, but apparently she came here to train her mind and body. She's a strange one. Was my first thought.
I've heard the Japanese traditional martial arts train both the body and the mind. I want to train my spirit here since my mind is still fragile.
Uh-huh. And that's how the morning practice started.
This is it, huh? Totally easy.
You're shaking like a baby deer.
That's not true. It was totally easy. Your knees are trembling like an earthquake. You're not too strong for someone who lives here.
Then I thought that she was kind of a smartass. I mean, I don't really focus on my training at all, so...
Why is that?
I'm just not interested in practicing is all.
You're not interested?
Yeah, I'm fine with just working up a light sweat. It's enough to make sure I'm getting my exercise in.
You really sound like you're an old man or something. LOL.
I'm impressed you know slang.
I know of LOL. As long as you say LOL somewhere, you can make sense of most conversations usually.
Yeah, you should study a little more.
That's LOL. Very LOL.
I'm trying to figure out how to explain that is not right, but I don't know what the best way to do that is.
It's okay. You don't need to do that.
And why aren't you interested?
Why are you asking me so many questions? Are you interested in me or something? Maybe it's because you're into me, huh? I'm sorry, but you're really not my type at all, so I can't.
And I was rejected for some reason? Back to the subject.
I think it's so weird that you've been at a dojo for so many years and you're not interested.
I mean, just because your parents are farmers doesn't mean that you want to be a farmer too, right?
I really don't understand this language.
Convenient.
But boys have to be interested in combat and martial arts. You don't want to have some kind of ultimate attack?
Not really. Besides, this is just a method to hurt people anyway. I really don't understand what's so amazing about all of this.
That's not true at all. Martial arts is so badass. It's not just for hurting people either.
Sorry. I don't understand what you're saying.
But you're literally from this country.
You know, there are a lot of people in this country that can't speak the language.
I thought that literacy levels were very high in Japan.
I mean, whatever the case. If you want to train your mental fortitude, you don't really need to be coming here and training yourself.
I cannot get along with you at all. We have different values.
And I immediately started off by ruining my relationship with our new guest. Won't you hurry up and go home? Is what I thought. Afterwards,
I want to go to the waterfalls and train under a waterfall. I'd love to try.
I see. Okay then. Yoichi, can you go to the waterfall and train with her?
What? Why do I have to?
Uh-huh. You're afraid, aren't you? You're afraid of getting under a little bit of a waterfall.
Just so you know, this isn't as easy or simple as you think it is.
I can do it so easily.
I was forced to take care of her. And she was also always barking at me, too. Ugh.
You.
Ugh, what is it?
You've got a nice spot. Nothing. It's nothing at all.
What? Then one day,
Emilia-chan has only been here for a few days. Yoichi, why don't you go show her around town, huh?
I was asked by my grandpa, so I had to take her out into town against my will.
There are no ninjas and samurais. Where are they?
I'm sorry. What is your idea of a regular day in Japan?
Well, if you hear Japan, you think warriors. Katana. Seppuku.
I feel like your information source consists of games and movies.
I think I know much more about Japan than you do, Yoichi.
I'm really not sure where your endless confidence comes from.
Besides, I don't need you to guide me anyway. I'll be perfectly fine. If anything, you being around me just makes me more irritated, so it's better if you aren't around altogether.
That's kind of rude, don't you think?
So yeah, I'm gonna go over there. You make sure you don't follow me, Yoichi.
Yeah, but Grandpa told me to keep an eye on her. I didn't realize that she would hate me this much. Hey, are you from another country, lady? You look incredible. You're so beautiful. Where are you from?
Huh? What?
Hey, do you like katanas? You want to see the katana that's in between my legs?
Huh? I don't see any kind of katana on your hip, though.
All men have katanas on their hips.
Really? Wow. Japanese men are incredible.
You really believe what he said? He's just being crude. And it's not even really funny. It's just gross.
But I'm sorry. I've got places I want to go, so...
What? Where did you want to go? I'll take you wherever you want to go.
No, that's,
It's fine. Come on, don't worry about it.
Hey! Let go of me!
She's kind of my partner, so I really need you to let go of her right now. What? Who are you? What kind of relationship do you have with her? Nothing special, really. I'm just here to show her around the city is all. Then I'll tell you what. I'll show her around town instead of you, so you can just go home and mind your business, huh? Come on, miss. You can come with me.
What? Stop!
She's clearly not interested in you, so why don't you let go? You're so annoying. I'm telling you that I'll go for you instead, so you can just leave me alone. You really need me to hurt you, so maybe you'll understand what I mean, huh? You're the one being annoying.
Yes! Please leave me alone already! Like I've been asking you to do. I hate how barbaric and sleazy you are. I especially hate how you seem like a low IQ chimp.
You little... Why did you say something to piss him off?
Because! He keeps grabbing my arm and it's hurting me. I'm going to fight back with violent words when he treats me violently.
She really is a strange one, is what I thought. You little shit! You think that just because I'm a nice guy I won't fight back?
Yoichi?
Oh.
Huh? Why is he hurting when he hit you in the head?
Someone who is untrained is going to be in a world of pain after they punch someone. That's why you should throw them on the ground instead of punching them if you're trying to act in self-defense. It's a lot more damaging to your opponent.
That's why all the self-defense courses teach you throwing moves.
Whatever. Let's get out of here while he's hurting.
Hey! Thank you for saving me.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Can I ask you a question?
What is it?
Why did you stop his fist with your face? Couldn't you have blocked his punch in a different way?
I had my reasons.
What are your reasons then?
You're really going to dig there, huh?
It's your fault for saying those vague statements and then leaving your audience wondering.
There was something that happened in the past like this. A girl was surrounded by several men and they were circling her like vultures. I went in to stop the whole thing, but then it escalated into a fight. It was all bets off at the time. I was swinging everywhere and they all had their asses handed to them. But apparently, I went a little too hard because the girl was terrified of me afterwards and the police were called. It was a whole thing. And that's when I realized that everything I've been doing this whole time is just weaponizing myself so that I can do harm unto others. I mean, it's not like I didn't know that. I just really felt it in my bones when I saw the fear that it struck in the girl's face. She saw me as someone who was walking around with a knife or a gun. After that, I really just can't resort to my fists when I'm in front of people anymore.
I see.
I mean, I think that's the correct logic anyway. You should be swinging around and trying to hit people anyway. Alright, let's get going. I think Grandpa's going to start getting worried now.
Okay.
A few days went by with no problems. Right around the time summer vacation was coming to an end.
Num 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 num. That was so good! Another bowl, please?
Emi-san was still around. This is weird. Aren't you going to be leaving soon?
Huh? I'm not going to leave. What are you talking about?
What? You're not going home?
Yeah, I don't want to go.
She gave me a hearty smile and told me she wanted to stay. Wait, hang on. You've got to go home, right? You can't just choose not to go home. I'm sure your parents are probably worried about you and stuff.
No, I'm gonna live here permanently.
Why?
Because I'm crushing on you. Did you know what that means? It means that I like you as a man and...
No, it's not that I didn't know what that means. I mean, okay, I didn't understand, but what do you mean you like me?
That's exactly what I mean.
Huh?
I told my dad and mom back home that I found my future husband in Japan, and they told me that it was fine and that it would be okay if I just stay here and don't go home.
That's a little too simple, isn't it?
I'm gonna go to school in Japan too, so I've already filled out and submitted all the paperwork to start in Japanese high school. We're going to be attending the same school after summer vacation is over.
Am I the only one that thinks this is all a little too sudden?
LOL, am I right?
Yeah, I'm definitely not laughing out loud.
You two are so lively.
Are you okay with all of this, Grandpa?
Of course. Emilia-chan's a great kid, and it seems like you're having fun around her as well.
What part exactly?
So yeah, let's continue to live together. Okay, darling?
I wish you'd go home already.
A month since I've started living with Yoichi. How do I get Yoichi to look my way and get him to fall for me forever?
I feel like someone is drilling a hole into the back of my head.
The reason I fell for Yoichi and am madly in love with him is because he saved me, but that wasn't the main reason. The main reason was...
You.
Muscular body. Yes, I know it may be surprising, but I really love muscles on men. I love muscles so much that back at my parents' house, my room is plastered with muscular bodybuilder posters. Honestly, every time I see someone walking by with muscles, I want to touch them. That's how much I like muscles. In other words, I'm kind of like a pervert when it comes to muscles. This is definitely not correct of a lady from the Schottelhagen house. That's why I was going to train my mind and body to overcome this corrupt, weak mind of mine. But then I ran into him. That boy they call Yoichi.
You really like Yoichi that much, do you?
Oh, sir, Mr. Grandpa.
Oh, don't be so uptight.
Okay, can I ask you about something?
What is it?
Yoichi always claims that he doesn't like martial arts, but he still trains every single day. Why do you think he continues to train?
I guess you heard about why he doesn't like to resort to his fists when it comes to any kind of altercation.
Yes, he told me.
I'm sure he doesn't hate or despise martial arts from the bottom of his heart. I think that this classic martial arts dojo is the only thing that connects him to his parents, who are no longer around.
No longer around?
They said that they were going to go train their martial arts and left me with a young Yoichi. Then they left and never came back. That stupid son. But Yoichi still loved his parents to death. And that's why he often begged me when he was young to train him how to be a good fighter and practice martial arts.
So it must be very conflicting ideas for Yoichi then. To train martial arts.
Yes, I suppose so. He loves it but hates it. That's probably the best way to describe it. I do feel like it's only going to eat away at him if he continues like this, though. I wish there was something that I could do for him.
Leave it to me.
Okay, I suppose I'll let you handle it, miss.
Yes. I'm going to tend to his wounds, because I am so madly in love with Yoichi. So, in conclusion, Yoichi, you and I are going to duel.
Why? What has gotten into this woman?
If I win, you have to let me touch all of your muscles.
What are you talking about?
If you win, you can touch whatever you want to touch too.
What are you talking about?
Alright, here we go. Duel time, Yoichi.
What the heck?
Hee-yah! Ow! Oh, it hurts so much.
Are you okay? You should not be sparring with anyone yet. Come on. Can you get up? Nothing hurts too bad?
Yes, my knee kind of hurts.
Why did you decide to have a fight like this?
I know it may surprise you, but I'm actually very perverted.
Well, that was sudden. What's going on?
I really love men with muscles, and I just can't get enough. I'm like a giant clump of perverted thoughts.
Is this some kind of weird confession time?
I thought that I couldn't just stay this way, so I told my dad, and he talked to your grandpa, which let me come here. I thought that I would train my heart and mind to defeat this sinful mind.
Yeah, you did say something like that at the beginning.
I think that you can really train your mind with martial arts, too. Take a look at yourself. You've got a great heart and powerful mind, Yoichi.
Huh? Me?
Yoichi, you chose to put yourself between me and danger to save me. I don't think that most people would be alright with doing such a thing.
That was just...
I do think you're right in a sense. Martial arts can definitely be used as a weapon to injure people. But I think that just because it's a weapon, it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. You can use it as a weapon to cut the other person, or use it as a shield to protect yourself. And if you look at how you used it, you saved me.
Emi-san.
See? You aren't just doing things to hurt people, Yoichi. You are saving people. What is important is how you are going to use that gift that you have.
You're not wrong. I think you're completely right. I see. I was able to do something other than cause harm and hurt others.
I think that the incredibly muscular body that you've got and the powerful mind you've trained to go with it are the best qualities you've got, Yoichi. That's why I like you.
Thank you.
Yeah, but... yeah!
Huh?
That totally counts as a victory in my book. Would it be alright if I caressed your upper glutes?
I thought you came here to learn to resist those sinful urges.
I cannot do that with such a perfect example of what muscles should look like standing in front of me.
You really are great at speaking our language. I was able to start facing forward and being more proud of practice after that. I really have to thank Emi-san. But maybe I actually would rather her go home already. If you really like muscles that much, Emi-san, how about you train your own body and touch your own muscles?
I didn't even consider that as an option. I think that in a situation like this, you can say proprietary information?
Or you can just call it ego.
But honestly for me, I think that your muscles are just the best.
You haven't been able to get rid of your little nasty urges at all.
I figured that it would be fine not to train my mind anymore.
What exactly did you come to Japan for again?